Deep within the sprawling, magic kingdom of Walt Disney World lies a secret Disney would rather you forget. Hidden away on Bay Lake, out of sight from thousands of families flocking to its parks every day, is a place so eerie it feels like it belongs in a horror movie rather than the happiest place on Earth. This is Discovery Island, a once bustling haven for exotic birds and curious visitors, now abandoned and frozen in time. For over 2 decades, nature has reclaimed the island, creeping over the pathways and swallowing the attractions whole. The chirps of rare birds have been replaced by an unsettling silence, broken only by the wind and the occasional splash of water against its shore. Its rotting buildings and forgotten cages tell a haunting story of a paradise gone wrong. This is the story of Disney's creepiest forgotten corner, a place left abandoned, mysterious, and hauntingly beautiful. But first, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click that subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now back to the video. Discovery Island wasn't always shrouded in mystery. When it opened in 1974, it was a beacon of Walt Disney's passion for nature and conservation. Nestled on an 11-acre island in the middle of Bay Lake, the attraction was designed to immerse visitors in a lush, tropical paradise. Guests could only reach the island by boat, adding to its allure as a secluded wildlife sanctuary. The island was teeming with life. Over 150 species of birds called it home, alongside exotic animals like Galapagos tortoises and lemurs. Vibrant macaws squawked in the treetops, and peacocks roamed freely along winding trails. It was a nature lover's dream, a place where families could get up close to rare creatures and learn about the importance of protecting the environment. Discovery Island promised an escape from the bustle of theme parks, offering serenity and education in equal measure. But even in those early days, cracks began to show. The island's isolation, while enchanting for visitors, posed logistical nightmares for Disney. Transporting supplies and animals was costly and time-consuming. Wildlife care required immense effort, and the Florida heat created additional challenges. Some guests complained about the bugs and humidity, while others found the slower pace underwhelming compared to Disney's high-energy parks. Still, the island persevered for decades, its trails lined with smiling families and curious children. Yet behind the scenes, bigger forces were at work, forces that would eventually lead to Discovery Island's strange and permanent demise. What began as a tranquil paradise was already setting the stage for an eerie future, one that would transform it into one of Disney's most mysterious and unsettling locations. Unbeknownst to its guests, the seeds of abandonment were quietly being sown. Today, Discovery Island stands as a haunting shadow of its former self, a crumbling paradise reclaimed by nature. Once meticulously maintained, its pathways are now overgrown with vines, and its buildings are decaying relics of Disney's past. The jungle has swallowed the island, leaving it eerily silent, save for the occasional rustle of leaves or the distant squawk of a bird. Perhaps most unsettling are the personal touches left behind. A mold-covered refrigerator sits eerily intact in one of the abandoned staff buildings. An old birdcage large enough to hold a macaw swings gently in the wind, even when the air is still. Graffiti marks the walls of some buildings, evidence of explorers who left their own imprint on this eerie time capsule. Wildlife has returned to reclaim the island, but in strange ways. Visitors report seeing massive nests high in the trees, as if the birds left behind grew to monstrous proportions. In the stagnant waters near the island, rumors swirl about unusually large reptiles prowling the shoreline, remnants of the island's former inhabitants gone feral. The atmosphere is undeniably creepy. The isolation, the overgrowth, and the signs of sudden abandonment combine to create a place that feels stuck between the past and the present. It's as if Discovery Island exists in its own dimension, a forgotten chapter of Disney's history that refuses to fade quietly into obscurity. The closure of Discovery Island in 1999 was abrupt, leaving guests and employees alike with questions that have never been fully answered. Officially, Disney cited the opening of Animal Kingdom as the reason for shutting down the island. After all, why maintain a small, isolated wildlife sanctuary when a sprawling, state-of-the-art animal park was just a short ride away? But the story doesn't end there. As with any place steeped in mystery, rumors and theories have emerged, painting a much darker picture. One of the most well-known explanations revolves around a bacterial scare. In the 1990s, reports surfaced of Naegleria fowleri, a dangerous brain-eating amoeba, being detected in the waters around Discovery Island. This microscopic threat thrives in warm, stagnant water and is highly lethal to humans if inhaled through the nose. Although Disney never publicly linked the discovery to the island's closure, the timing of the reports raised suspicions. Could fear of contamination have sealed the island's fate? Another theory suggests that operational costs and challenges pushed Disney to quietly abandon the project. The logistics of maintaining a self-contained wildlife habitat were immense. Transporting food, veterinary supplies, and even staff to and from the island every day was expensive and cumbersome. If the island wasn't turning a significant profit, it's easy to see why Disney might cut their losses. But would they simply walk away, leaving everything behind? For conspiracy enthusiasts, the theories grow even more sinister. Some speculate that Discovery Island was the site of unreported accidents or incidents involving guests or employees, events so severe that Disney chose to bury the story rather than face public backlash. Others whisper about the secret experiments involving the island's wildlife, with some claiming that strange, mutated creatures have been spotted prowling its overgrown trails. Discovery Island's abandonment has given rise to a wave of chilling stories and urban legends, adding to its reputation as one of the creepiest places in Disney history. From strange sightings to unexplained phenomena, the island's eerie aura has become a breeding ground for the bizarre. One recurring tale involves shadowy figures seen lurking among the trees. Urban explorers who ventured onto the island report seeing fleeting shapes in the corner of their vision, only to find nothing there when they turn. Some describe the sensation of being watched, their hair standing on end as they navigate the overgrown trails. Could these be remnants of the island's past? A former caretaker? A guest who never left? Or perhaps something more supernatural? Then there are the strange noises. Late at night, locals claim to hear unexplained sounds drifting across Bay Lake, ranging from faint whispers to unsettling animal cries. Some believe these noises are the echoes of the exotic birds that once called the island home, while others suggest they're signs of something darker. One particularly chilling rumor tells of a haunting scream that echoes across the water during storms, as though the island itself is crying out. The internet has only amplified the mystery, with photos and videos from explorers showing eerie remnants like rusty cages, molded covered furniture, and cryptic graffiti. One infamous photo purportedly shows a decayed mascot head from one of the Disney's classic characters, half buried in the dirt, a haunting symbol of the island's forgotten connection to the happiest place on Earth. Some conspiracy theorists have even suggested that Discovery Island was part of a secret Disney experiment, its isolated nature making it the perfect testing ground for who knows what. Whether these stories are true or just the product of overactive imaginations, they add another layer to the enigma of Discovery Island. It's no longer just a place Disney abandoned. It's a location shrouded in whispers, rumors, and the kind of unsettling atmosphere that keeps us looking over our shoulders. There's something undeniably magnetic about places like Discovery Island. Abandoned, decaying, and off-limits. For Disney fans, the island represents a stark contrast to the polished perfection of the parks. In a place built on magic and imagination, Discovery Island is the forbidden chapter, a place where the pixie dust faded and reality crept in. Part of the island's allure lies in its secrecy. Disney, a company that meticulously curates its image, has left this piece of its history to rot in plain sight. The juxtaposition of the overgrown ruins against the glitz and glamour of the park raises questions. What does Disney want to hide? What happened there that we're not supposed to know? The lack of answers fuels our curiosity, making the island feel like a real-life mystery that demands solving. Ultimately, Discovery Island captivates us because it sits at the intersection of magic and mystery, beauty and decay. It's a place frozen in time, left to the elements, and teeming with stories we may never fully uncover. In a world that thrives on answers, Discovery Island remains one of the rare places where the questions are far more compelling. Once a thriving wildlife sanctuary, the island has transformed into something out of a ghost story, a forgotten relic reclaimed by nature, shrouded in secrecy and mystery. Whether it's the chilling silence, the eerie remnants of its past, or the legends that continue to grow around it, Discovery Island captivates us because it's the antithesis of what Disney represents. It's not happiness, wonder, or magic. It's the unknown. Just remember, not all Disney dreams have a happy ending. Thank you for taking this journey with us about the haunted history of Disney's Discovery Island. Please take a quick moment to help our channel grow by leaving a like, commenting your favorite part of the video, and subscribing so you don't miss any of our Disney videos.